What up, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Cole with Cole's Cowboy Sports Report, where I bring you the best content on the Cowboys. So today has basically been a very slow, boring day for Cowboy Nation. Let me take that back. It's been a very slow, aggravating day for Cowboy Nation after how we've been publicly humiliated yesterday on the Randy Gregory swap, and how he just switched up on us and went to the Broncos. All because of Stephen Jones. All because of Stephen Jones. And as I stated in my last video, DeMarcus Lawrence basically laid out the problem that we have in our front office. It's a big Stephen Jones problem. And, we got a problem, man. Like, with the whole free agency, I said from the jump, don't expect us to make any big moves. But now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, shoot. We usually sign our guys, but we ain't signed much of our guys. These are the guys that the Cowboys signed that was their own. They signed DeMarcus Lawrence. They signed Malik Hooker. They signed Jeremy Sprinkles. They signed, who else they signed? They signed their long snapper. And that's it, really, that's all who they signed. We still wait on J-Ron Curse. I don't know what's going on with that. He completely scrubbed his Instagram and Twitter of all Cowboy stuff. That's not a good thing. We have not even heard anything about him getting signed. All day today, we was like, hey, man, they basically made a mockery of us. Then right after the whole Randy Gregory thing happened, we hear stuff about, Von Miller. This is what the Cowboys do. It's an inside job, man. They'll hit their Cowboy faithful like DeMarcus Ware. They're going ahead and, go ahead and do us a solid, man. You're a Cowboy legend. They will respect you. Go ahead and make some buzz about Von Miller. We'll act like we'll be interested, just to calm the fan base down. That's what they did. And you know what I'm saying? Here I am. I'm like, they're not going to sign Von Miller. If they sign Von Miller, I'll be completely shocked. Like, that'll be a shocking thing for me. So everybody waiting around. Von Miller's still there. Go get Von Miller. Nothing. We hear crickets from the Cowboys front office. We don't know nothing. We don't know what they're doing. And, Von Miller reported to probably be willing to go back to the Rams to run it back. That's what the report is. James Slater basically said, don't get your hopes up, because it seems like Von Miller probably going to go ahead and go back to the Rams. The Rams are $606,000 under the cap right now. $606,000. We are $26 million over the cap. Under the cap. We have $26 million to sign. And you mean to tell me that the Rams are going ahead and make a good deal with him? And they basically said that the Rams are likely to outbeat the Cowboys on signing Von Miller. I can't make this up. A team that just got out the red in salary cap is working a deal with Von Miller and is outworking us. What did DeMarcus Lawrence say that Stephen Jones threw in his face that was disrespectful? A 1-year, $10 million contract? What do you think he probably doing to these other guys that, that's on free agents that's not one of us? You know what I'm saying? Like the other big names. Come on now. Like, Stephen Jones does not know how to negotiate and close on deals for good players. That's why he get these injured bargain basement players that, want to prove themselves on a prove it deal. And they go ahead and prove it, and they go on to another team because we don't want to pay them a long-term deal. That's what Stephen Jones has been doing for years. And it never works. We always trying to look for something else. Now, I agree you want to go ahead and build your team on the draft. I completely agree with that. But when you're trying to go out and win, you got to sign some solid players that been there. You can't sign players that ain't never been there before and wondering how we gonna get there. You need the leader in the team. And you know what I'm saying, with Bobby Wagner and Von Miller, that would have been a good pedigree on our team to have, you know, but there we go. Doing the same thing we've been doing for 26 years. It's ridiculous, you know. It's frustrating for all us fans. We put too much, you know, hard work in ourselves. We do our YouTube videos, we buy their merchandise, we cheer them on, we go through the heartbreaks, and we come right back every year expecting a Super Bowl team. Let me tell y'all this, man. This ain't no Super Bowl team, and my expectations are very low on it. And I'm just speaking out of frustration, but it's kind of hard to tell right now the way how the front office is working. The front office is not willing and dealing getting these players in there. I mean, let's look at all the Super Bowl teams, minus the New England Patriots, because everybody like to pull that rabbit out the hat. Let's look at the Buccaneers. They defense. When they won the Super Bowl, they had grade A defensive dogs on their team. Plus, you know, they got Tom Brady, but that defense helped. That defense is the reason why they came up and made some moves. Oh, but what about the, you know, people that won the Super Bowl on that team? We had, who did the Buccaneers have that was a Super Bowl champion? Oh, what's that dude name? He played defensive end. He used to play with the Giants. JPP, a leader on that defense. You know what I'm saying? Shaq Barrett, or no, was it? Yeah, Shaq Barrett. He, you know what I'm saying? He won the Super Bowl. So it's just about the people that you have that can drive you through the playoffs and be a leader and step up. You need that type of person on your team. So we're not getting that. We're getting a lot of raw, wet behind the ear players. And granted, yeah, they play good, man. We had a good squad last year, but it just wasn't enough for them to go over the hump when it came to the playoffs. Nobody was there to be like, hey, we got to get this together. This is the playoffs. This is a whole different type of breed. We need to make it. You know what I'm saying? It takes leaders like that to push you through. And we don't have that on our team, and that's what we need. But Stephen Jones, too scared to make a move, to take a risk. Just take a risk. Why be all, oh, I don't want to go over the cap. I don't want to spend too much money. Man, worry about that later. Get players on this team now so we can win it. Shoot, you got a frustrating fan base that's pissed. At least look like you're trying. Right now, you ain't trying. So now we do nothing. We basically said, you know, way we're gonna get Von Miller. Then we switched to Zadarius Smith, and I'm like, okay, Zadarius Smith been dealing with back issues. This around Stephen Jones' alley, because he liked to get those injury players. You know what I'm saying? Man, they said, okay, we hear poor sources that they gonna work. You know, they working, they doing their due diligence to look into it. Man, this fool went ahead with that within 2 hours, or probably less than 2 hours, and signed with the Ravens, going back to the Ravens. So we missed out on him. Chandler Jones, I don't think we really had him on our radar, but he gone to the Raiders. The Raiders let go of Carl Nassib, made the cap space to go ahead and sign Chandler Jones. That's what GMs do, man. They make it work. They make it work, and they make moves because they get the players that they want to get to compete in the division. And I mean, let me go ahead and go further with this. So we left with Jadeveon Clowney as far as the edge rusher. As far as like a linebacker, Miles Jack is out there. Bobby Wagner. The Bobby Wagner news kind of died off. I believe he wants to just go to one of the LA teams. It sounds like he was really trying to go to either the Rams or the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers going to get him. I think maybe the Rams would probably want to get him. Or the Broncos. I heard Russell Wilson was trying to rally to get him too. But it has been no talk for Bobby Wagner. And I don't think there is going to be talk. You got to think. Right now, my honest opinion about this team, I don't think that the good players or the big names want to come to Dallas. And it's not because of the team. It's because of how the team is being ran. And that starts with the front office. You know what I'm saying? They see how Amari Cooper was treated. How they tried to do DeMarcus Lawrence. How they did Randy Gregory. That stuff all in the news. Everybody talking about it. You think a player would want to take that risk unless they and get a cheap deal with them? They're going to be like, nah, man, these folks, I see how they did their own. And they trying to go ahead, you know what I'm saying, do them wrong. They'll do me probably just as worse. I need to go to a team where I know I'm going to be safe. And that's winning. Let's make that a big key. That's winning. That's not beating the NFC East and beating other weak teams. That's like making it far, having a real chance of getting a ring. Because at the end of the day, that's what these players want to do. They want to go to a real contending team. And we're not that, man. We need to stop, you know what I'm saying, fooling ourselves. Yeah, we're going to beat the NFC East. Yeah, we're going to beat the lower tier teams. But this year, we got a first place schedule. We are playing the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady. We're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, which I don't know. They got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. That's a good team. I don't know how they're going to be. You know, if they sharpen up that offensive line and add more better pieces to the defense, who knows? You know what I'm saying? We're playing some good teams this year. And we're not doing nothing to be like, okay, we had a good season, which we did. You know what I'm saying? We had a good team. I'm not discounting that team at all as being a bad team. I'm just saying when it came to us having to play the hard teams, the good, real contending teams, we wet the bed. And that's what we did. We just need to, this was the off season that we should have went on ahead and bulk up our team. Just go all in, you know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Figure it out. Because the cap is real, but it's very flexible. You could do whatever you want with the cap. You could do whatever you want with the cap. We got all these other teams making big signings, and they in the red. And we over here sitting on $26 million, and we ain't doing nothing but letting more and more players go. I don't know, man. I don't know about y'all. I know it's a lot of positive Cowboy fans. More power to you. I'm more of a realistic. You know what I'm saying? I like to have my eyes, my head in the clouds and be like, you know what? The process, I trust the Joneses. They know better than me. But when you got players speaking out on the way things are being handled, and we see that we see it with our own eyes, that's a problem. We are a laughingstock of the NFL right now. That's why I call us the Dallas Clownboys, because that's what we've been all off season. But that's how we've been for a long time, and it's getting worse. And I know I'm running this video kind of long, but I just gotta get this off my chest. This team does not look like a contending team. It doesn't, and I'm kind of happy because I'm like, okay, that means the media won't always put us as Super Bowl contenders and jinx us. But at the end of the day, I'm like, shoot, we ain't. If they say that, they lying. Like, we got good players, but come on, man, we need to be able to make some moves and make our team better. Every year, a team gets better, or some get worse, and it seems like that's what we gonna be doing. So I don't know, man. Today was really the second wave of free agency. Not a lot of good pass rushers left. We will see, man. Like, I'm just being real. I don't think we're gonna sign a big name. We'll probably sign a noticeable name like a Carl Nassib. We might get him, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna get that top tier, best of the best signing. We just not. I mean, that's just something we don't do. We haven't done that in a long time. That's not the Cowboys way. So, I don't know, man. For all the positive Cowboy fans, hey, more power to you. Keep that positive energy. But I'm sorry. I just don't see it. And with that, I'm still a Cowboys fan, loyal to my team. I love this team with all my heart. I love my team. I want my team to contend. That's why I'm so disappointed. And I wish we could just have change, but I just don't see any type of changes being made. Every off season we go back and we do the same thing. I don't even know why I'm so upset, because we do the same thing every year. This is who we are. This is what we are, and we will never change as long as Stephen Jones is still in charge with dealing with the team, which he is. I mean, this is a family business. Jerry Jones will pass it down to him, and Lord knows we won't be good. With that being said, go Cowboys, and y'all have a wonderful day.